Hey everybody, and welcome back to Fascinating Words and Phrases. Yes, we're going to have another fascinating phrase from Dexter, which is quite good. But we just actually, before we started talking about this and recording this one, we actually were listening to the song because I said there's a song, and he said, "No, there's not," and I said, "Yeah, there is." So, what are we going to talk about today?
Well, it's an idiom that we all use from time to time, and it's not to put too fine a point on it.
Right. So, before you go on,
Yeah,
anybody out there, if you can remember the song, not to put too fine a point on it, can't remember who sang it, but at the end of the day, if you do, put it in the comments, please. There's a little bit of baby in my bonnet. I say I know all the words,
yeah.
but
What was it?
it is the song,
What was it? Not put a birdhouse in your soul.
something
So
like that.
that was fascinating. That's fascinating in itself. But yeah, this phrase, I've used it, when you're chatting with somebody, not to put too fine a point on it.
Yeah,
And this idiom that we use refers to you're going to say something quite blunt rather than something delicate or subtle. And it's often used in an ironic way to introduce a strong or usually a critical comment. For example, not to put too fine a point on it, his suggestion has been worthless. So
yeah.
it's a really blunt phrase. And I was wondering, where does this come from? And so many of these things are maritime or Shakespeare. Well, this is Dickens. This is Charles Dickens.
Okay.
And it's then therefore mid 19th century, and it comes from a novel, Bleak House. And in the book, the character Mr. Snag, he has wonderful voices and wonderful names, doesn't he, Dickens? And this is Mr. Snagsby. He often
Right.
used the phrase to mean to speak plainly. And so when this is so many of these phrases come from these authors,
Yeah,
and I didn't realize, but Dickens created and coined a number of these popular words and idioms,
yeah.
like flummox, which is
Oh,
something perhaps we can discuss at another stage. A buzz,
a
things are
buzz.
a buzz. Odd job, and of course, Christmassy, because he virtually reinvented Christmas, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Yeah.
So that's the phrase, not to put too fine a point on it, a blunt phrase, sometimes skeptical or sarcastic, coming from Dickens' Bleak House.
Very interesting because yes, that's one that we use quite often. I never really thought of it as a sarcastic kind of
Yeah.
connotation behind it or anything like that. I've always thought, well, not to put too fine a point on it, but now I got that song stuck in my head whenever I say it. That's not going away soon, let me tell you.
No,
I'm
it's a
going to be
shame we
humming
can't.
that when I'm making my lunch.
A shame we can't play it, but obviously
No, we
we can't
can't.
do that. We can't
I
do
can't
that.
remember who sang it anyway. So if you do know, put it in the comments and the rest of it. But yes, so that's a good one. Right. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you've got any comments or any phrases or words that you'd like us to explore and do in more detail, then by all means, please comment, please subscribe, like, share, ring the bell. That's a thing apparently. So yeah, I did say last time I was going to get a bell, but I haven't got one yet.
Right.
But yeah, so please, um, feel free to engage and join in, but be nice.
It would
It's
be
just a
lovely.
bit of fun. All right.
Absolutely. God
Cheers
bless.
then. Thanks,
Bye.
Dexter. Bye bye.